Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe. Start the morning.
Right, good vibes from head to toe. That's right, from your head to the bottom of your feet. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the Morning Coffee Show. We got a full house today. We're packed full of awesomeness. We got Tibalts, we got HILLBILLY, we got Lone Wolf, and we got TCGdudes. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the morning show.
How's it going?
Going.
Good morning, everybody.
That's right. We got Lone Wolf.
Oh,
That's
Morning,
right.
everyone.
Yeah, and TCGdude right there.
hola, amigos. I'm glad to be here.
You gotta be-
I got one question.
What's that?
Give me a sleeve.
Yeah, can you please give me a sleeve?
Give me a sleeve. Now we need to come up with something for Tibalt, like a catchphrase, like
Yup.
brewing evil.
I just want to know where's the board wipe.
Hey, that was a good little show Doohickey I did yesterday.
Yeah.
Like I was testing it out again, but I didn't want to do a test video and be like testing. I wanted to see how well I can do a conversational piece with having the card engine up, which is
Right.
so sweet, And I went through a lot of board wipes I have across a couple different decks, and was talking about different board wipes and just having fun with it.
Good stuff. I love it.
Yeah. Thank you. And today I decided to synergize. I got my Jurassic Park hat, I got my Jurassic Park shirt, and I got my Jurassic Park coffee mug. I'm totally nerding out. Yeah.
Are you trying to say you are a dinosaur?
I am a dinosaur. I'm so old that when I go to the doctors, they do that little what's that name of the test? I had a funny joke and I can't even remember the name of the test. It's a test where they put a chemical on your bones, and by the saturation of bubbling, they can tell how old you are.
Oh, carbon dating?
Carbon dating, that's right. When I go to the doctor, carbon dating. That's what happens. Yeah.
And I'm the high school dropout.
I'm a teenage dirtbag, baby.
Oh, jeez. I got my GED, all right? I'm not that bad.
That's all right. It's all right. Look. Being like you want to know who else is a high school dropout? Post Malone.
Man,
Is it really?
right.
Yeah, and look where he is.
Yeah.
You know, dropping out of high school could mean you just had different plans, different ideas. It does not mean you're ignorant or ignorant or stupid. It just means you have different plans, and sometimes it works out for people. I know someone in real life from another state, from where I live now, who dropped out of high school and got his GED because he got tired of the high school scene and the drama in high school. Got his GED. He got very business minded and actually now owns his own small hometown business.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So, hey. And that's what TCGdudes is kind of doing. He's doing his own business stuff. And I put in quotes.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, what you do. And that's a very positive aspect. And circling around, let's say hello to whoever is in chat. We got Cosmic Seeds. Yeah, he's like carbon dating. That's right. Cosmic Seeds. What's up? And yeah, Cosmic. I'm gonna reach out to you Discord either today or tomorrow. All right. Lulu, aliens are real. I believe in aliens too. The universe is too big just to have only one human species.
Mm-hmm.
I saw something the other day about that where they talked about if you actually took the amount of space that we've actually searched so far, it would be like taking an 8-ounce glass, scooping up some water out of the ocean and saying, oh, there's no such thing as fish.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's very good. Cosmic Seeds, thank you for being a member for 12 months. Oh, man. That is amazing. I wish I was able to stream the show on OBS like I do, because you would gotten like some cool effect and some stuff happening and whatnot. But hey, I appreciate you 100% for staying along. In fact, that's being a member of the channel is one of the reasons why I'm reaching out to you. And you too, TCG, how are you reaching out to you too?
Aw, thanks. Hey, while we were talking about Post Malone earlier, I've been kind of like thinking to myself in recent times, what is the most expensive Magic the Gathering card and who owns it, right?
Right.
Generally believed to be the 101 ring for the 2 million, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, which would make Post Malone the owner of quote unquote the most expensive Magic the Gathering card ever, even though he bought it like for, you know, it's like his own thing in his own money, whatever. Like, I don't know, but dude, Google over here has a search that says the pristine alpha Black Lotus sold for 3 million. I was unaware that there was such a sale. Have you guys heard of a pristine alpha Black Lotus sale for 3 million?
Wow, no, I haven't heard of it. And usually when it happens, someone covers it. I'm surprised we haven't heard about that.
Yeah. I wonder if that was like a parking lot deal or an eBay deal or how that happened. Maybe it was a
parking lot deal.
of sort.
A parking lot deal. Can you imagine? You got $3 million in cash. I will hand you this right now. If you hand me $3 million cash in the middle of a Walmart parking lot.
Really?
Oh god!
Yeah. Now, I was going to say this. I knew it would be a toss up between the Black Lotus and One Ring. So I know they're both expensive.
Yeah.
But the most expensive, I was always thinking the Black Lotus is more expensive than the One Ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, up until the One Ring sale, I think that was generally considered the big winner.
Yep.
I definitely think it's the big winner for the most modern card sold for the value.
For sure.
But like Black Lotus is probably always going to be at one step above it, just because it's the OG, especially the alpha and the beta. Yeah. Lulu says I'll be drinking coffee, saying bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I opted for tea this morning. My throat was a little rough.
Wow, a little gruff. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Nah, it's all good, man. It's winter. Winter is coming. So, it's getting colder in the air and stuff. If you accidentally leave a window open when you sleep, it's a make or break situation.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm thinking of winter coming. This brings me to this
card of the day.
Combo breaker. We got card of the day with Esther the Mask. Ooh. Yes, I chose her because she's one of my favorite commanders just to have to play. Her deck still needs upgraded and more put together, but she does awesome.
My camera just broke after this card came on the screen.
Oh, yeah, I believe it. I don't know why your camera broke. It'd be your monitor. One generic, blue, white, and green is what she costs. She's a legendary Planeswalker Asteroid, and she can be your commander. She has +2, untap each enchanted permanent you control. Her -1, you can put a mask token on any permanent on the battlefield. That mask has totem armor. -7, you get to replenish. Replenish is a card where you can return all enchantments from your graveyard to the battlefield, but this one is worded that you return all non-aura enchantments to the battlefield and all aura enchantments after.
Wow.
Yeah. That's so all your auras have targets if any of your enchantments are creatures. This card is not broken, but pretty solid. Right colors for the enchantment theme. I love it. Want some more of it. And I know for a fact that Lone Wolf owns a copy of this card in his collection.
Cool.
I saw it in your trade collection, and I'm surprised you don't have it in your enchantment deck.
Don't have a spot for it.
Well, no. She is a mythic.
Yeah.
She was hard to pull. Not really, because she was the front face commander card when the commander decks came out, which sadly we're not going to get in Spider-Man. But, you know, remember the good old days.
Yeah. I heard we wasn't getting commander card decks in Avatar, and I've heard we was, so I really don't know.
We will see. We will
Yep.
see. And with that, we're going to get to the picture of the day. The picture of the day can actually reach out to a lot of you. Boom. When you are deck building and get into the magic zone. Yeah, the magic zone is where you get hyper focused and you start seeing all the synergies and getting into the moment of deck building. You can visualize your plays. You can't wait to play test a deck. It is amazing.
Cool.
Yeah. Ooh. And you know, people don't know this, but this was a picture of Tibalt when he was younger.
You can tell by the hair.
Right. Well, it's funny is in the prompt, I'm like, Richard Garfield from Magic the Gathering flying into space with dice and board game pieces around him, and it gave me this picture without the magic cards. And no, it's nothing like Richard Garfield. Tell you what. Cosmic Seeds. I got coffee too. Hell yeah. Coffee's good for the soul.
It is.
Yeah. But yeah, that is the picture of the day. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Man. So I thought you guys would be more excited, more awake, more aware. What's going on, everybody? What's shaking your boots in Magic the Gathering?
I'm waiting for my coffee.
Waiting for your coffee. You know what? Do what I tell Hillbilly. Go grab it yourself.
I think I might have to. I'll be right back.
Right. I was hearing y'all. I got the earbuds in, but I got a quick question before I answer yours. Do any of y'all remember the early days of nitpicking nerds when they'd call their fans the poopy babies?
Yeah. I never got really big into their channel. Wow. I remember when they were new and I started watching them. They call them big poopy babies.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I just got done dealing with a real one. So.
Well, so you got the 4D experience with the smells and everything.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Now that was before I ever heard of them and got into the Magic YouTube community, I reckon.
Mm-hmm.
But I've never heard them call their viewers poopy babies, but that's pretty hilarious. I mean, come on. I mean, why poopy babies of all things?
I know. Of all things, I know. I think it was a Joe Cherry's thing specifically. He started it and homie just rolled with it. But I don't know if they do that these days. They've had a change in the lineup over there. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, coming up with like a catchphrase or a name for your following sometimes it can be hard. Like you don't realize the mental gymnastics I kind of went through to calling my following the creep.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
But I'm like, there's people my age who like the song "I'm a creep, I'm a sinner." All that song. I can't remember who sings that song in particular, but I'm like, people who understand, get more into the channel, understand the channel, they realize a creep is a group of tortoises. So that'd be cool.
Yep.
And it's Radiohead, by the way.
Thank you, Radiohead.
Yeah.
Cosmic Seeds, love it aloud, poopy babies. That's right. Yeah, Radiohead.
I mean, that was. I never heard of that, but that's crazy. Wow.
Yeah. I used to have their content up on YouTube on the regular back in the early pandemic days. I would just have a lot of stuff auto playing. We got that good internet over here. Not that Walmart connection now.
Yeah. I don't have the Radiohead album with the song "The Creep" on it. That'd be cool if I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I was like, I know
CDs. I love me some CDs.
Oh, I love CDs. You know why? Because I can rip them and put them on my MP3 player and have a hardback copy. Because sometimes your MP3 player will eat your song, like digitally eat your song, so it sounds crazy. So when you replace it, it's a fresh replacement.
Right. Well, there's also the fact that MP3 files are compressed audio, so it's not the studio quality like a WAV file, WAV. That's what's on a CD.
Mm-hmm. Right. My CD ripper rips them into MP3s.
Did y'all hear about Kirk?
Hey.
What?
We're not talking about that.
Oh, never mind.
We just had a whole discussion about that right before the show.
Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Never mind.
More coffee all around.
That's funny. Cosm Seed, it's Radiohead. That's right. Yeah, so sorry, I'm laughing because the whole thing. But yeah. So we had we have like all this magic stuff happening. We have commander games. We have tournaments coming up. Can you imagine the next Magic tournament? The ban list coming up with the ban updates. Oh, I can't wait to hear the ban updates. See what they ban and unban. They should ban everything but Eevee.
What?
Yeah, Eevee should be the only card in standard.
No, they need to ban Vivi. The
They
card's
need
way too strong.
They got to ban that comment, Tortoise.
Yeah, that too.
Ban that comment. But yeah, I'd love to see more Edge of Eternities in standard, like people playing it. And so if they ban Eevee, I wonder if we'll get more Edge of Eternities and Tarkir Dragonstorm in there. It'd be interesting to see what we get.
Yeah.
No, yeah, because I love watching tournaments.
I'm sure people are playing the decks casually, or at least at their LGSs. But yeah, when you're seeing the esports and the high-end top-tier decks, it's kind of gonna be like 4 or 5 top decks, you know.
Yeah, 4 or 5 top decks. Yeah, like when you see the tournament play, you only see the best decks. But apparently, there's a mono green deck people are playing to go against the Eevee deck, and it's doing pretty good. Like it's like 50-50. I wish I had the deck list. I was listening to the Magic Show podcast, and they were talking about it. And I'm like, hey, as long as Eevee's got a good deck, that means there's a good chance they don't need to ban Eevee if there's a deck to go against it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I think the folks are generally kind of divided about which card specifically should get banned, whether it's Vivi or Agatha's Soul Cauldron. You know, some folks say that Vivi is the bullet, you know, and Soul Cauldron's the gun. You know, it could kind of go with any other cards. Like it, you know, as soon as Vivi's out the door, somebody will uncover the new Agatha combo. They say so. Why not both?
Right.
It's weird though. I didn't see enough, or I didn't see as much. This is just personal anecdotal or whatever, but I didn't see a lot of Soul Cauldron or a lot of the Cauldron until Vivi. So it's interesting that there's that out there. Like you said, I think the analogy of it being Vivi being the bullet and the Cauldron being the gun is definitely apt, because it wasn't used that way. Like you said, they'll find the next thing to load up there, but I think that speaks towards maybe R&D needing to vet the cards a little bit more.
Yep.
But maybe they'll just ban the Cauldron as the main goer, because if they've just banned Eevee and keep the Cauldron, we're getting Electro and Spider-Man. That's almost as bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll see how that works.
I think that is because I'm not actually sure how it works. Is there other ways of just turning more creatures into Vivi?
Yeah.
Would a what am I thinking of? Writer replication? Of course, this obviously would bring it into a different category. It wouldn't be standard.
Yeah. Right. I don't think there's anything in standard that turns another creature, or they can turn another creature in the VV except for the cauldron. I think the cauldron's the only thing.
So I think that's that. Otherwise there would just be 1 or 2 clone effects where you can get it for a single extra copy.
Right. Because the cauldron is what turns the effect on the cauldron is what turns the other creatures into VV.
Yeah. So VV reading the card, because their abilities once each turn, the cauldron negates that. You pay X mana. Well, first of all, their mistake is the ability costs 0. You pay X mana in any color combination of red and blue, where X is VV's ordinator's power. Activate only during your turn and once each turn. But then whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 counter on VV. Ornithopter, it deals 1 damage to each opponent. That is so busted, right?
Yep.
Then we got Electro coming out. Let's see.
I think Electro is just going to make that deck even stronger, to be honest.
Right.
It's
Well,
gonna
he
make
costs
it
1 and 2 red, so it might be a little slower. But yeah, he costs 1 and 2 red. He's a 2/3 flying. He says you don't lose your unspent mana. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you add a red mana to your mana pool.
Oh, that
Right.
can't be broken much, right?
Right. And when Electro leaves the battlefield, for each mana in your mana pool, you can pay X into him dying, and he deals X damage to target player.
Ooh, ouch.
So,
Yeah.
ouch.
That's a fleeing on a creature.
Well, yeah. Well, you can sacrifice the creature, right?
Right.
You know, I see what you're saying there, but like, yeah, there's just too much synergy between Electro and VV, and I saw that when I first read Electro. Electro's nuts. What are you doing, kitty?
I was totally waiting for him to jump on your head. That's what I was rooting for. He got up on the top of the cabinet. I'm like, oh my gosh, let him just jump right on the back of Super Fast head. That would be hilarious.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, so
I'm definitely going to have to brush up on some Spider-Man previews. I know that we've been collectively getting previews forced down our throat, but I've been kind of distracted with other IRL things. So
IRL
in preparation, yeah, IRL in real life. Yes, I actually have a life. But yeah, you know, pre-release is around the corner, and my LGS will typically run the latest set for draft for 2 to 4 weeks following the release. So I'm going to be playing a lot of Spider-Man in the coming days, and I kind of want to see myself get some W's, man. If I walk out of there with the first place win once or twice, it's gonna feel pretty good, man. You know, Spider-Man looks like a fun set.
Yep.
Still pretty good. Indeed.
I
Well,
mean,
what are you gonna say, Hillbilly?
there is no synergy within the Spider-Man cards with each other. It's only drawback on Spider-Man. They do look like fun cards, though.
Yeah, no, don't get at me for you breaking the rules.
But anyway, but yeah, I mean, the Spider-Man cards, they look great. They look fun. The synergy just ain't there yet.
Well, the problem people are talking about with Spider-Man set is there's not a lot of synergy going on. Like Spider-Man in general have the web slinging ability, and there's not a lot of payoffs for the web slinging ability. You don't got a lot of cards in the set saying when a creature enters or leaves the battlefield. You know, you just got these spells that say you can cast this spell for its web slinging ability by returning a tapped creature to your hand. They don't have any really good cards in the deck or in the set that say when a creature becomes tapped or untapped. They don't have that. They didn't put a lot of focus into the synergy of the set. They just put a lot of focus in the cards and make sure they're playable. But at the same time, we know Spider-Man's kind of a mess because Spider-Man was supposed to be a smaller set, assumingly like Assassin's Creed, where they sold them in packs, but they actually had to create commons and other cards for the set to make it a bigger set because they changed their plans pretty much last minute.
That's actually the point that I'm looking forward to. The part that I'm looking forward to is reprints with different artwork.
Right? All the reprints with secret layers. You just went broke. There you go.
Yep.
Well, here's a question for everybody. Do you think that the Spider-Man set was just too rushed to get out, or because I don't even think they're playtesting the cards anymore?
I believe they playtest the cards to their fullest capability, and that term to their fullest capability is based on their workflow, because they're working on like 4 or 5 sets and even different games at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so they're playtesting the cards and to their full ability, but I don't think Spider-Man had enough time to breathe because contractual issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like even what's his face? Someone who works at Wizard of the Coast, can't think of his name. He was talking about Spider-Man set, and he's talking about they had a hard time getting the rights to the set, like not to for everything. He explained why they couldn't get the arena cards and whatnot. So it sounds like they had to wait till like the nth hour to get the rights to make the cards. But I'm pretty sure people were designing cards for fun. But one of the problems that kind of bugged me is I think is kind of a lie in a way to say was they were saying they tried to take a character from that set and try to make it fit in the Magic color pie, which I think is bullshit. And excuse my opinion here, but to me it is bullshit because Miles Morales should have been a teamer card, not a Naya card.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think part of that stems from the company trying to pivot in too many directions at once. I think they maybe had a solid idea and a solid plan, but as because they are designing so far out, they are designing a couple of years ahead of time. A lot of times a product will come and it's maybe not the optimum product that they hoped it was. So they're trying to then pivot other IPs or other products to serve a greater audience or to kind of fill the gaps instead of doing a hard reset or taking the fail on this one and just doing a better job on the future sets.
Right.
I think they're trying to please too many masters at one time, and they're getting kind of further and further away from what Magic is.
Right.
It's funny because I'm looking at the title of this, and we're supposed to be talking about what we love about Magic. I think the thing is, though, we wouldn't even be talking about any of these things if we didn't care so much about the game and love the game itself.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right. And really quick, and I'll let you finish talk right after this. I just feel we don't know the contractual permissions Wizards of the Coast have to set to make the choices and do what they did the way they did. All right, TC dude, go ahead.
Sure, bro. I mean, I'm not out here trying to point fingers at WotC saying, "Oh, I should have done this or should have done that." You know, I can feel some kind of way, but I'm not too displeased personally with the Spider-Man set.
Yeah.
But I guess I want to give a little bit of context for maybe what it might be like for them in the office. You know, not saying that I have firsthand experience, obviously, but referring to the Final Fantasy panel that they had. It was like one of the last panels that they had at like PAX or MagicCon Vegas or something like that. They had mentioned that they started development of the Final Fantasy set around 2020. Guys,
wow,
that was a crazy time. Yeah, and Ikoria was dropping on shelves. Double Masters was dropping on shelves. It seems like an eternity ago that we opened those packs or arena. You know what I'm saying? And so 4 years of Final Fantasy development, who knows what they have brewing over there right now.
Oh, yeah.
But if you ask me, the one thing that feels rushed about Spider-Man is the secret layers. You look at the secret layers, and and my thoughts looking at the secret layers they did was they could have made better choices. I mean, look, I'm not
like for the reprints.
Yeah, for the reprints in general, there's the story elements that they did that they could have gone for. Like one of the things I heard about people talking about on Facebook is they wanted that Catwoman character. Crazy thing going on. Can't stay, but wanted to wish Creeps well. Thank you. And it's Creep without an S.
See you, man, Monk.
Not a monk. That's right. But anyways, the Catwoman, I can't remember her name in Spider-Man, but you know what I'm talking about. The one that wears all black with the furry collar. Black Cat.
Black Cat.
Black Cat. There you go. There you go. Black Cat. Then they didn't put her in the set as a main character, but they made not even a character, but a card just with her art on it in the Secret Lair. You know, so I think Wizards could have done better, but my thought process is how contracts were going. Maybe they had to do that last minute and they just picked out cards people would play in standard. Like I know the biggest gripe people have is two of the super drop secret layers are not even worth close to the money that you're paying for them.
Exactly.
But Flavor Win, there's lots of things they could have done.
Yep.
Like honestly, my personal opinion, Spider-Man set looks fine. I just wish they did more with artifact matters because of all the trinkets that are used in Spider-Man, and I wish they would have done more with the superhero abilities. That's the thing you kind of think about when you think about Spider-Man. He wall crawls, he has reach, he has flying or whatever. He makes these gadgets. He goes against all these gadgets. Which they did stuff with gadgets. I just wish they did more. I mean, would it be cool if you had a I just came up with an idea, right? If with the Shocker or Electro, let's say Electro, let's say you got his suit, his power suit, whatever, he could shock things. What if they made Mage Slayer and equipment, and they how they give the name of a card and they tell you what card it references at the bottom, right tag, as if they said Shockers or Electro's suit and his Mage Slayer. And if you don't know what Mage Slayer is, it says whenever a creature attacks, it deals damage to that player that it's attacking first. And that would have been a Flavor Win.
Oh yeah.
And they could have. We have enough equipment in this game that you could have easily referenced certain equipment to be certain mutants and characters of powers.
Yep.
I think that goes back to the development of it as far as having a clear and precise idea of a story arc that they're trying to tell.
Right.
Which I think they've gotten away from. And instead, like you said, they're kind of jamming in the characters that they want to see there for effect instead of telling a story with the sets itself.
Oh yeah, like that was one of my flavor issues with the set. Is there's not a real story going on in the set. They just got characters and we wanted to do the Sinister Six, and they just kind of did that.
Yeah,
my small gripe with Spider-Man is if it's a standard set, and you can agree or disagree with me. If it's a standard set, it should have a story being told in the set like a regular standard set. Like in the cards. I'm talking about in the cards. Flavor text and everything. I'm not even talking about the lore side. Like the more they do the comic books and stuff. I'm just talking about in the set. And I wish they would, because I think a card that would have been interesting as a card, and it could have been a reprint for all I care. It could have been Conjurer's Closet, or it could have been an equipment or whatever. But having the container machine that turned Green Goblin into the Green Goblin with the gas, that would have been a fun story element.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We got the Goblin Bombs, which is fine. We got Dr. Octopus's arms, but certain cards that explain the moment when a villain became a villain would have been cool. And we got one card referencing Green Goblin's doom, his own death. But it's that's a reference card that if you catch a reference, you catch it. And I didn't catch it at first until I realized it's it happened in the comics. It happened in the first Tobey Maguire movie. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. But they should, more of that stuff would have been interesting and pleasing to the eye. Maybe I'm wrong.
What I think I kind of agree with that, and I agree with, or I thought the idea that if they were going to do this, to tie it in with Magic, the IP, their IP that they already own, by tying in the, because to me the slivers seem like a perfect match for Venom or for the symbiotes. Maybe not a perfect match, but close enough, you know what I mean, that you could draw parallels between them. And so I would feel like designing this, not a designer and not taking away from anybody that works there and so on, but it would seem like they would go maybe that route more, and it would feel better. It would feel more if you were tying it into the lore.
Right.
It would feel better for me for that.
Now imagine being R&D coming up with these ideas. You had a great idea, making Venom suits, Venom characters, like slivers.
Mm-hmm.
And my idea of Venom idea was actually different. Mine was Enchantment Bestow.
Oh yes, duh, yes, perfect.
Well,
why didn't you hire us? What the heck? We've got all these great ideas.
right. Like, Bestow, where you put it on a creature, or it can fall off, right? Right, but rename it like Venom or something. Rename the ability Venom something or whatever, or Symbiosis. Make it its own thing, because like you can play it as a creature, or you can play it as an enchantment and it falls in the creature. It's still the same thing as Bestow, but this way it doesn't have to be an enchantment. It could just be a creature Bestow ability kind of thing. But like, now you had a great idea with the slivers. I had a great idea with Bestow, but now we have to come to agreement to make it a card.
Right.
So maybe that's an issue. Yeah, because I like that idea. Because like I like both their ideas. Because what if they made them like slivers? Like weaker slivers. Let's be honest. Slivers can be busted, like weaker slivers. But they also had the symbiosis, bestow mechanic.
Keyword,
They work that way. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh, we love Magic. Yes, you can tell. We were thinking about it. We're loving about it.
Yep.
That is one of the beauties of the game, that it extends beyond just playing the game. I was watching something else recently, and they talked about the fact that there's almost two different sides to this, where one is the time that you spend and the effort that you put in towards designing and building the deck. And it's almost completely different playing the game,
right?
Because you can enjoy it on both levels, and that's one of the beauties of the game, I think, that sets it apart from anything else, really.
Right. And like, we don't understand the inside of the work. So like, I know, like, we think of game design or card design in Magic's Gathering as one job. But from what I remember from a couple interviews ago that we had with Wizards of the Coast, that one game designer has multiple games they're working on at the same time. Probably not at the same hour. Like, they're not working on two games in the same hour rank. But between their shift, they're designing different portions of the games, and they're working on different portions of the game. So, different games. So we do not know their workflow.
Right.
Like HILLBILLY designing that new game he's been working on for a while. Drinking game.
Oh, nice. Every time he says Dad like it, you take a drink?
Right. And it has to be moonshine.
Yep.
Get a little bit of Everclear over here. Dad like it.
All right. So I guess I can see what you guys are saying, and it's totally viable. But to compare it to something I'm more familiar with, cooking, I think that if you put too much salt in the food, you can't unsalt it, but you can always add more. So that might have been their philosophy with adding too much to the Spider-Man set, or picking one story beat, or the Tobey Maguire series or trilogy over the other stuff, and people would have been upset about that. Oh no, we're the real Spider-Man fans. We've been here since the 80s. Blah blah blah.
Ready?
Sticking with that metaphor, I think too many cooks in the kitchen is also apt for this ability here too. that with Hasbro, Wizards, and everything else and stuff, I think there's too many people maybe trying to add too many things.
Right. Well, like we do not know. We aren't like Wizards not very transparent with their stuff, so we can't be like, well, this is exactly what happened. This is based off what they say, what they said, and our opinions based on what we see. You know.
Yeah. And again, to go back to my point earlier and stuff, if we didn't love the game, we wouldn't talk about it that much. We wouldn't be that concerned with it. We wouldn't make that content.
It's not even negative. It's not even negative. It's really just our thoughts about it, our love for the game. Like we all walk different paths, you know. TCGdude the millionaire, Lone Wolf the billionaire, Tibalts the popper, HILLBILLY the popper, and me, the guy who looks rich but really isn't. You know, we just had different walks and different views. You know, like the honest truth about it, to get more serious about it, is we got different flavors of players. Like TCGdudes, he plays some Commander, but he's more into the more tournament scene, the more drafting scene and stuff like that. Where I'm no longer available to do the drafting scene like I love, you know. But like I love playing Commander. HILLBILLY's Commander, but he's more of an arena player. We got Lone Wolf, who likes to salt everybody to oblivion with his deck.
Only sometimes.
He likes to flavor those wins. He's like, how salty you like it? He's like, I like it extra salty. Then we got Tibalts, who comes up with these crazy ideas, these decks that sometimes works, sometimes don't. It's like 50-50. You know, he loves play testing the game. He loves playing with pods, you know, different point of views.
Absolutely. That really for me is the best part of the game, is watching. And I was talking with my wife about this the other day and stuff too, that I have, I've changed as a player, because in the beginning it was all about winning, and it was about winning at any cost. And the fact was that, like I said, in my play group, I was the first one to do the Channel Fireball combo. That was all I was concerned with. And Standard finally, once we reached a certain price point, Standard became less interesting to me because of the money value. And that's about the time Commander came out. Because Commander suddenly like, oh, I don't need to get 4 of these cards, and I could still have a deck that synergizes and does something, you know. So that's when I shifted there. Right. I've gotten now to the point where I'm less concerned with the Magic cards and more concerned with the experience of the people that I'm playing with.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
So my attitude has shifted over time and stuff.
Oh yeah, especially when funding is a thing. Like I noticed as you get older, bills get more expensive.
For sure.
Then as you get older, like my age and our age, because I know you're older than me, Tibalts.
Yeah.
But it is no lie that one thing you don't worry about much as a young person is medical bills become more expensive.
Yes, sad but true. Yep, you got it. Yeah.
You know, so the way we interact with the game is the best way to do it. Like I came from a time where I didn't have to worry about tearing apart decks to build new decks. Now here I am. If I want to build a new deck, I kind of got to tear apart a deck. I gotta say adios to one and hola to another. You know, and I'm like, it's out.
The good thing about that, and the one, again, trying to keep it positive and stuff, the fact is that I've now found in my next mission that I'm choosing to give myself is I plan on taking my Commander decks and just upgrading them with the power creep. I've got half a dozen different cards, or for example, I'm going to do the next one that I'm going to do is my my Shattergang Brother deck. And so like just simple cards like Greenweaver Druid is out, Deadly Dispute is going in, or Village Rites, something that's going to be cheaper ramp and have draw synergies. Something like Disturbed Burial. I love the buyback mechanic on that, but that makes that card cost like 5 to get a single card back and to get the Disturbed Barrel back in my hand. Instead, I could upgrade that with something like Victimize, where I sacrifice one creature, but I get 2 creatures back on the battlefield.
Right.
So there's ways to engage with the game and still keep it fun and fresh and take advantage of the fact that they've printed all these cards or overprinted the cards, however you want to look at it.
Right.
And the power creep that's happened, you can make budget upgrades to your deck to make them better and stuff. So that's the mission I'm choosing to accept now.
Yep.
Yeah, my mission is like right now, for example, Lone Wolf and I are in the middle of a trade deal. And I'm able to do this because I'm already sending him mail, so I can do this trade by not having to worry about breaking the bank because his mail is already planned. So I'm going to add this doohickey to his deck, or his box. And all the cards I got, I went through his trade list because we have this Dragon Shield app where you can upload cards and trade. Like all the cards he wanted, I pulled off the cards. So if Hillbilly looks at the cards list, he's not going to see cards that are not supposed to be there. All right, because that happens sometimes. But anyway, the cards I selected were for decks, upgrading decks, or pimping out decks. You know, that exist already. I'm not trying to build a new deck. I'm trying to upgrade my decks because Tibalt needs to get his butt kicked by dragons, for example.
No, I don't think that's correct at all.
Yep. Yeah, I turned Tortoise onto this app, and Backwoods Collector turned me onto the app.
Yeah, it's called Dragon Shield.
Dragon Shield? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to suggest a show in the future. Is one of the things that maybe we would want to do is maybe all of us bring to the table all of the resources that we use.
That's a fun idea.
Yeah.
Probably one of the best ideas we had in a long time.
That's what I'm here for.
I mean, there's some good ideas, but like Dragon Shield, I don't know if they have a website for their app. I think it's just strictly phone, so I don't know how to interpret that onto StreamYard. Yeah,
that's okay though. But I mean, just talking about it and throwing it in the links, like for example, I've recently found because of listening to somebody else just mentioned it in passing, but Mana Box has a great resource for scanning cards.
Right.
I used to use the TCGplayer app, but they've made recent updates to it and fixed it. Now it works crappily. So Mana Box, I'm finding, will let me scan my cards even faster. I can just hold a stack of them in my hand and then just shoot one card after the other onto my white sheet of paper, and it will scan a lot quicker. So I don't need 100% accuracy, but I need it to go fast. So I think there's a lot of useful resources out there that we could maybe pool and all share.
Yeah, we've done a video like that before, or live like that before. So maybe we can actually do something like that. That'd be cool because I remember doing a video talking about
runs an hour. I'm gonna charge $60 an hour, making $1 a minute. Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
So we've done stuff like that before. So. It'd be cool. But anyways, my friends, it is that time that TCGdude gets paid his due.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
All right, everybody. You know what time it is. It's the time of day where TCGdude pops up and talks about where you can find him.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah. So, hey, what up, y'all? I'm Alex, the TCG dude, out here keeping magic alive. Yeah, it's Thursday, so you'll catch me over on the other homie's channel, Mr. DJ Longhair, talking about magic news and whatnot. As an American, I just have to say that, today is a sad day, and I definitely am looking forward to enjoying some magic and, trying to live best life out here. So if you want to hang out with me over on the Twitch side at tcgdude907, I'll be playing some Final Fantasy X over there. I got a campaign going on the PS5. And otherwise, just catch me on the interwebs at tcgdude. Talk Magic, do 1v1s on Arena every once in a while. If you play MTGO, I'm on that platform as well. So, yeah. Thanks for having me on, Tortoise. Yep. And I guess I'll catch you tomorrow or some other time.
Yeah, tomorrow. All right, my friends, we're going to roll over to the Lone Wolf.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for having me on. Don't forget to check out TCGdude and Tibalt. And let's get Hillbilly and Tortoise up to 1,500 subscribers. We're getting closer.
Yeah, that's right. And with that, we're going to roll over to Tibalts Apprentice, Matt Sexton.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm going to say now's the time to find the people and the things that you love and lean into those these days. That's definitely the way to go. Speaking of which, go to darkritual.site. That is darkritual.site to keep track of everything that's going on there. It's an easy way to find my store. It's an easy way to find out what Sensory Kazoo is. I'm not going to go any more into that. You'll have to go to actually read the blog to find out what that's about. But anyhow, for all kinds of magic fun, go to darkritual.site.
Yeah, thank you, Hillbilly. I keep forgetting that picture's there. Thank you. And with that, we're going to roll over to Hillbilly.
Hey, everybody. Don't forget about the September the 17th through the 18th. That will be doing Through the Almond Path early access streamer events, which is taking the spot of Spider-Man on Arena because we can't get Spider-Man on Arena. And I really don't know why, but that's a Wizards thing. And hey, we're just players. We're just streamers. That's all we are. But anyway, on September the 17th, I will not be doing a morning stream. What I'm going to be doing is just jumping on here, joining Super Fast Tortoise on that day. And then after that, I will be jumping straight into the early access. But as far as today, I will be doing a afternoon 2 o'clock Central Standard Time arena stream. If you want to see some arena gameplay, then come on by my channel this afternoon at 2 o'clock.
Sounds good. Yeah. Sounds good.
That's all I got to shield for today.
All righty. Well, everybody, today is Super Fast Tortoise Day. Whoop, whoop. Be happy for the Super Fast Tortoise because you are cordially invited to play if you want to play with us. Bracket 4, True Line Telltales, Thursday Commander Night. Tonight's Thursday Commander Night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can play with us. If you're part of Discord, I'll post something later on if you want to play.
Bracket 4?
Bracket 4.
Oh.
Yeah. Tibalt.
I'm going to start typing right now. I feel like it might not be fair if I'm like taking one of your spots right now, but I want. I've got a bracket 4 deck that I'd like to join, maybe.
Well, you're welcome to. We're gonna play bracket 4 tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time on this channel. Same bad time, same bad channel. But hey, the Tortoise is with you. And with that, I want to remind everybody that you're awesome. I want to thank everybody for being here today. Tibalt, TCGdudes, Hillbilly, Lone Wolf, thank you for all being here. Everybody in chat, thank you for hanging out with us. I want to thank you, my channel members, for being members of the channel. Subscribers for growing the channel the way you do. You guys rock, you guys rule. But before I get to those clips, I want to say, hey, you are loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else. Because today, especially today, someone might need it. With that, my friends, let's get to the cool section. Where is it? I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and smiling, good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee.